Antonio Conte, a year at Tottenham Hotspurs. Has it been I know, but it's Aussie Adidas. Has it been a success?
Yeah.
Or can it only be considered a success if he wins a trophy?
Well, they're going in the right direction. Right. I'd say so. Just got out there.
Are they?
They are.
Well, hold on, the right direction. I'm just playing devil's advocate here. Pochettino got them to the final of the Champions League and top four quite a few times, so they were already heading in that direction, right?
Yeah, but when he got sacked, they were on a bit of a slump.
Yeah.
So that's why they let him go. I still think maybe it was a bit soon to let Poch go. Give him a little bit longer, but it looked like one or two of the players had kind of switched off, so they want to make the change. But no, you're right. Getting out of the group, the Champions League group, currently sitting third in the Premier League. I get it. The football that they're playing isn't maybe the most attractive to watch, but they're still winning games in the manner that he wants them to win it. Sometimes it's not all about free-flowing football. It's a results-based business. So I think they'd be happy with him. Yeah, there are times where you go, I wish that maybe take the handbrake off a little bit and be a little bit more creative, maybe a little bit more on the front foot. But he's won trophies in the Premier League with Chelsea. I know maybe he wasn't as defensive because he had the likes of Diego Costa and Eden Hazard, deep players like that.
Was it him that, was it Moses? Wing back.
Victor Moses turned into a wing back.
It was him.
So we had these type of players. Got Alonso in.
Yeah.
So it's one of them where he's been successful playing this way. Obviously, Inter Milan won Serie A with them, won at Juventus. So he's got a particular brand of football that he wants to play, and it's been successful.
Who's been a more successful manager in the year at Spurs, him or Juan de Ramos?
Well, successful would be one day because he's won something.
Yeah.
But give Conte a chance to win something, then I'm guessing he'll be him. But if we're talking about success is trophies.
George Graham won the League Cup. Terry Venables won the FA Cup. Yeah. He needs to be. Does he? I asked a question yesterday to a Spurs fan. We were talking about, I think, looking ahead to last night's game. I asked a Spurs fan, is he your best manager since Keith Birkinshaw going back to the mid-80s?
Well, it depends.
Sorry, Benny. So I was going to say, can you only make that call once he's delivered silverware?
Well, yeah, of course, because if you're talking about CV and best managers, then it'd probably be Jose. If you look at just CVs, but that's not necessarily what he did at that football club.
No.
But if you look at paper and you look at Wikipedia and look at their honours, Jose would be probably the best manager they've ever had, wouldn't they? But it maybe just didn't work at Tottenham. But Antonio Conte, yeah, of course, for him to be seen as a real success, I guess he has to win something. But then you say that, by saying that, Spurs fans look at Pochettino as a real success, the football that they were playing, the brand of football, getting to a final, and he didn't win anything, but they still look at that period as a real success period for Tottenham. So I guess as long as they keep making strides forward, then I think they'll be happy with Conte.
I do feel sorry for Spurs fans in as much that they crave success, a bit like Newcastle fans, right? They absolutely crave success. They've not had proper success for a long time, Tottenham. But at the end of the day, only one. I know this is obvious, but only one team can win the Premier League. It won't be Spurs, right? It's more likely to be Man City.
Yeah.
Only one team's going to win the Champions League. Yeah. It's not really going to be. So their only chance of silverware, realistically, is League Cup or FA Cup.
I see, and I get that, but you look at periods since obviously Tottenham won a trophy, which was the League Cup.
Yeah, were you in that one?
Yeah, you've seen.
You played in that, yeah?
No, you've seen Leicester win the Premier League.
Yeah,
you've seen Wigan win the FA Cup.
You've seen Leicester win the FA Cup.
You've seen Leicester win the FA Cup. So there've been opportunities there, but unfortunately they just haven't taken them.
But I don't think anyone should use Leicester as a Premier League yardstick. I think that was just an absolute fluke.
Okay, but they were the ones that fluked it that year.
I know, but I don't think Spurs should go, well, they've done it, so we should do it.
I think every other team in the Premier League could do that. Arsenal could look at that season the same thing. Arsenal beat Leicester. I think Leicester lost 3 games that season.
And you won both.
Did you? And Arsenal beat them twice. Remember one of them, Welbeck header, right at the end at the Emirates. So I think everybody that season could have been better, but Leicester were the ones who were the best team, and they won the league.
I think the best, realistically, that Spurs can hope for this season under Antonio Conte is top. I think it's going to be a great finish, top 4 and an FA Cup or League Cup.
Yeah, I can see them winning a cup.
I think that would be an incredible season for Spurs.
Yeah, top 4 and they won one of them cups.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah,
of course.
I think if Spurs fans, we'll take calls from Spurs fans in a moment. I think if Spurs fans are realistically aiming for higher this season, like a Premier League or a Champions, I think it's a little bit silly. Yeah, would you agree with that?
I don't know about a little bit silly because we've seen them get to the. They weren't great in the season that they got to the Champions League final. No. If you can remember, in the groups, they weren't great.
And Liverpool were off it in the final. They had a chance to beat Liverpool. They weren't.
I don't know if they were off it.
Oh yeah,
they
weren't a great performance.
No, but they got the penalty early on and they never looked back.
I know, but that wasn't a great performance from Liverpool. Spurs didn't go for them.
Again, Pochettino with some of the tactics that he deployed that day.
Yeah.
But no, I think if you're top 4 and you win a cup this year, that's a great season. But I think Antonio Conte, as long as they get his patience with him and back him in the transfer market that they did in the summer, then they've got more than enough chance of winning something.
How far are Spurs, their current squad, how far are they off that squad from genuinely competing for the Premier League title?
Miles away.
Are they?
Look at the squads that they're up against. The likes of Manchester City. They've got 2 world-class players in every position. In every single... Liverpool, I know they're having a bit of a blip, but look what they've been doing the last few seasons.
Would you say that Spurs' squad is behind Manchester United's? Would you say it's behind Chelsea's?
Chelsea have always got a strong squad, haven't they? Yeah. But it's just about, can the manager get the best out of them?
Player for player, first 11, United's better?
Yeah, I'd probably say so.
Yeah. Okay. Liverpool's?
Yeah, but that's Liverpool. They're just having a blip, but Liverpool, yeah.
Okay. So they are at the moment.
But at the end of the day, it's about consistency. And one thing Spurs have got this season so far is consistency.
Okay.
talkSPORT Drive with Andy Goldstein. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.